Hello and welcome to another video review. This is Half-Life Opposing Force for PC. Now this is the first expansion pack to Half-Life 1, and it takes place during the events of Half-Life, but it's from a different perspective, and I'll get to that when I get to the storyline and the gameplay. But anyway, it was developed by Gearbox Software, and this is actually a standalone expansion that doesn't require the original Half-Life to run, but it is preferable that you play the original Half-Life before you play this one. Now, the graphics and sound design really didn't change much between Half-Life 1 and Opposing Force. They just used the same effects that were in, same everything that was in Half-Life 1. But the new stuff that they added in, it looks exactly up to par with everything else that's in the game from Half-Life 1, so it really doesn't actually change noticeably. Now, the biggest change between Half-Life and Opposing Force is that you actually play as Adrian Shepard in Opposing Force as opposed to Gordon Freeman. And he follows a different story progression than Gordon, obviously, so he's doing his own thing. And you actually only get to see Gordon once, and it's a very brief appearance. You just see him go by. Anyway, Adrian is one of the soldiers who flies in to Black Mesa to actually contain and eliminate the situation, basically. So, but instead of actually going in and just slaughtering everybody he sees, he didn't actually get the order to eliminate all members of the Black Mesa facility. So he'll end up actually working with them and to access different areas of the facility and go through. And that's for both the security guards and for the scientists as well. But it's really about the same kind of thing as Half-Life 1. It's the same general style of storytelling, although it's not quite as cryptic as Valve's, because it is Gearbox here. I mean, they're more used to the old style of shooter where it's very just they make it kind of plain to you what's going on. And to be perfectly honest with you, that lends to this game better. You don't really feel... I mean, if you're going through and you're just kind of like, what's going on? Where am I? What am I doing? Like you're in Half-Life 1, that's one feeling. But in Opposing Force, I mean, you're a soldier. You're already starting off to be pretty tough. So you kind of go for the no-nonsense route and just go straight through. It's like, okay, this is what's going on. I need to worry about this stuff. So it makes more sense in the progression than to actually go this route. But anyway, the gameplay itself really didn't change all that much. They did add in a few new weapons. Specifically, they added in one that's actually it helps you grapple. It's like a grappling gun, only it's not a gun. It's one of the aliens that hangs from the ceiling, and so you actually just use it as your grappling hook. It's kind of funny. But it's still pretty much the same as Half-Life, only it's shorter. Instead of 19 chapters, it's 11. That does not mean it's actually a short game. It's still fairly long, but it's just shorter than Half-Life 1 was. And to be perfectly honest with you, I actually like this game a lot more than Half-Life 1. In fact, this is pretty much my favorite Half-Life game. And I don't really know why I don't like Half-Life 1 more than I like Opposing Force. And, I mean, Blue Shift is pretty obvious when I get to that, but anyway. But this is still remains my my top Half-Life game to play. Granted, if you're a fan of Half-Life, you should definitely play you should definitely play all of them. If you're a first-person shooter fan, you should probably play all of them. If you're not really sure about going into the Half-Life series, then you probably want to go with the first one first. Yeah, redundant since this is redundant, but anyway. You should probably go into the Half-Life 1 first, or go into Half-Life 2 and then go back to Half-Life 1. Either way, it's fine, I guess. Because you can pick up any Half-Life game and go through it and and have pretty much the same kind of experiences if you knew what was going on. It's just more satisfying to go through it with the progression in mind. But overall, Half-Life Opposing Force is... really, it's about the same as Half-Life, only the difference is you play as a different character, and it's got some new equipment in it, and that's about it. But I still enjoy it more than I did Half-Life 1. It might be the length. That shorter length really does help, because Half-Life 1 does feel like it drags after a while. It's sort of towards the middle where it starts dragging, but then it picks up a little bit more towards the end. But this one, it's just kind of... it's a level keel of awesomeness throughout, so it's really definitely worth playing for any fan of Half-Life especially. But fans of first-person shooters will probably like it too. It's just that it looks about the same as Half-Life, so if you can get past the modern graphics, then Definitely check it out.